My newest tool for the shop, my jet joiner, next. I'm Rick, and this
Shut the heck up, you stinking roosters. Turn down that for your sanity.
This is the shack. Hey everybody, welcome. Yes, when I took my road trip, I did pick up 2 items. One item was my jet joiner. I was actually hoping to grab a Powermatic. It sold. There were 2 available within 2 days. Both of them were gone. Only thing was left was this one. We'll kind of go through all that why later. It's all done. It's complete. We got it trued. We got it squared. I have to say I'm not very impressed with Jet. I don't like the fence. I cannot keep it square. I'm always having to check it every time I turn it on. So I'm going to contact Jet themselves, see if there's anything that I may be doing wrong. I don't have an owner's manual. I downloaded one, but it really doesn't say a whole lot about this one. This model is a little bit different than the other, so I don't know. I'll have to send them the serial number, see how old this one is. Anyway, we're going to go from when I picked it up, how filthy, dirty, and completely disrespected it was. I've completely cleaned it up from top to bottom, repositioned the power switch, got it squared, trued, and clean. So let's just dive right into it. As you see, it definitely looks cleaner. Basically all I'm doing is using my steel wool and just lightly cleaning it, just letting the steel wool work, taking the dirt off. It's just very light surface dirt, I guess. You hear it? The guy didn't take very good care of it. So as soon as I get this all cleaned off, I'm going to give it a good wax job. Then, when I get the joiner put on here, as you see, the guy didn't do very good with it. Stains, kind of a jerk. The whole thing, you see all the little spots and stuff, all this will be cleaned off, see? The whole thing. Clean this whole base off real good. Look at the stains on here, my gosh. Yeah, it is what it is, so I don't know if I can, I'm gonna see if I get a chisel or actually I'm gonna see if I can get a razor and I can scrape this off. Whatever it is, it's something that got dripped all the way down here. I thought I'd quickly update you. As you can see, it's actually, I think, just glue on here, so it's coming off quite easily. I have to be careful not to scratch it, but there it goes. There it goes. Come on. It looks like it just could be, yeah, see, there it goes. It's just glue, which is good. That means I can get all this off. So I'm going to continue that, and I guess most of this on here is the same. Looks like just glue. I wonder. Yeah, so at least you got the idea. It is just coming off. This looks like paint. A little scrub off. A lot of cleaning. We'll be back. Okay. You see, it's all clean. I just got a coat of wax on it and let it dry up a little bit before I buff it out. Much better. Actually, it looks clean now. It's like 100 or something out here, and the trailer makes it even hotter. So that's all done. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to dry. Now I'm gonna buff it out. I got a friend of mine coming over that's gonna help me lift that up to put it on that, but this is already good to go. Whew. As soon as I buff it out, I'll put the switch back up, mount it. Once I get that on there, I can put the screws on, get it mounted, get it setting. Then I can blow all this out real good, clean that off that real good, take my 400 and 1000 grit, clean that top off really good and start getting this thing aligned to make sure it's all true. And I will finally have a joiner with a little work. All right, got that attached. Got it all buffed out. Actually, it's got a shine to it now. I know you can't see it. You see it? Looks good though, nice and shiny. Now look at that top. Look how that shines now. Nice. But this base is ready for the joiner to be set back on, and then I can clean that all up. This guy really didn't do much as maintenance or really take care of this. This whole area here is actually pitted pretty bad. So I'm going to see what I can do about that. I'm going to hone this whole side, hopefully get it better. Don't know if the camera is picking it up, but I did this side, came out really nice, very smooth. I do have, I think right here, still a little shadow over where that ring was, but I don't know if you can see the difference. This is silver, shiny. This is brown and dull. Now this area here, that's why I want to re-hone both sides. Focus on the outfeed, but I want to touch up the infeed side, because right along here, this is where the fence sits. So I want to go back over this here. It's a little rough and dull. Not that you ever see it, because you usually have your fence right here, because right there's the end of your blades. So right there. So right there's your blade. So you never want to be past this side. You want to be on the blade a little bit. So it'll never go past this, but still I want to clean that up just because, I want it to look nice. Plus all this stuff in here I want to clean up and get the residue and crap out of here. A lot of shaving still crammed in these little crevices in here. I'm going to start on this side, do it about 10 minutes, then I'm going to go on that side, do the whole thing again, but I'm going to kind of focus on this edge. And we'll just see how the outcome ends up being, if I have to do any more or not. So I'm going to set up the time lapse and just enjoy. table is honed, smooth, nice. The only thing I have to do is put a coat of wax on it. Outfeed table is good. I literally spent probably an hour on this today. But the table, outfeed table are all good. I got them back lined up. The outfeed, when my straight edge setting here, it barely kisses the carbide tip, so it's perfect. So now I want to show you my 45 and my 90. You see the gap there. I can't keep it from, here I'll go that way so you don't see.
We built a station full of the most relaxing piano tracks to help you drift peacefully off to sleep.
Absolutely perfect. Let me loosen it up. This goes up. Flip that down. Lock that down. A little bit gap down here. Yeah. Now the last thing I got to put on is my cover, which now looks like it's brand new because I had to clean it all off real good. So set that in there. There we go. Good. They got nice and clean now. This whole thing is nice and clean. Looks like it's brand new. So let's start it for the first time. I'll hit the on. Let me open this up just so you can see. Cool. Now the tables are level right now, so I'm just going to run a piece over just to make sure that when this is on, it doesn't hit anything. It should be level all the way across. So I just want to test that. I'm not going to worry about turning the dust collection on it just yet. I'm just going to run a piece of, I'm just going to grab a 2x4 set in there. I'm going to run it across this just to see if it's going to hit anything across here. Did hit very, very slightly right there. So barely. So that is almost completely level and just barely touching, which is perfect. So now I'm going to readjust this for about a 1/16 of an inch. So now I'm going to bring this down a 1/4 inch. I'm just going to go right there for now. Very, very minimal. Oh man, look at that. So I'm going to try to flatten this side and we're going to check how square this is. And that is nice. Yep, it is getting some of that dust collection in there. It is working. So I'm curious, this side. Actually, it looks like it's off. I think my bed is off. So let me run this a couple more times this way and this way so I can make sure I get this squared. Make sure I got enough of that squared off there so it sets flat. I'm going to see flat there. So if I set this way I have that there. I got a little gap right on this side, just a hair. I think that may be the fence. Maybe that's where I'm off. Let me check this thing. Let me unplug this. Let me turn it on. Okay. Me, I always turn it on just to make sure in case there's a little bit of power left in the motor. I don't want it to turn on at all. Yep. Damn fence isn't square again. What the hell, man? I am so tired of this fence not staying square. Exactly why I got a gap. It's a gap right down here. What happened? Oh man, no wonder this thing is loose. Shoot. It came loose. Maybe I forgot to tighten it. That wouldn't surprise me. Right there. All right, do this one more time. Somehow my fence actually moved back. It wasn't even covering these, so I had to readjust the lock for the fence to go back and forth, I guess. Readjusted everything and got it nice and snug. Ran this through about 4 times, and this is what I got now. So let me put this down here so you can see. Yeah, I think that's really good. That is square, square, and square. And I mean, what you see is it actually glowing through the wood itself. There's no gap. So that thing is exactly, and I mean exactly dead on this way and here. Both is definitely square and flat. So now it is set. I'm not going to touch the stupid thing for a while. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put it in my shop. Well, there you have it. That is definitely 100% square and flat. That is great. It's situated. The only downfall, and I am going to contact Jet, ask them if there's any tricks or things I should do, because this thing has a hard time staying square. Every time I use it, I'm gonna have to check it for squareness, then use it. I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to do a one and done. It's just not keeping square. I don't know why. I don't have an owner's manual. I downloaded one, and it really doesn't say jack about fine tuning. And this whole unit comes as one piece, so you don't have to assemble it. As you saw, I took everything apart, the fence, this little carriage thing back here, everything off to clean it, put it back together. I don't know if it's the way it should be, because there's nothing in the manual about setting that part up. So I'm just kind of winging it. So I'm gonna ask them if there's any tricks I need to do. But for now, it is nice and straight, but I do have a feeling that my wing slopes a little. So I may have to adjust these, which again, the owner's manual doesn't say jack about adjusting these gifts or gaps, what the heck they called. I think I'm gonna have to raise one up just slightly because this outfeed table droops a little. Other than that, we can do some fine tuning later, but it is pretty well set up. Make sure you subscribe and have that notification bell hit, because I've had my Incra fin systems for my router table and the table saw. I'm gonna have to mount them pretty soon, but I had to get this finished, get this set. I just don't know where I'm gonna set it in the shop, and I got some cleaning to do because I just been so distracted looking for property that my shop has really suffered. I have a lot of things to finish, basically. I got a lot of projects kind of halfway done. I gotta go back now and start finishing these up, When those are all done, then we can set some time aside and start reinstalling our Incra fence system for the table saw. So we're good to go. It's all set. A lot of things happening. That is it on this video. So thank you so much for watching. Be blessed. Take back your check. For your sanity. Yeah, another check. Boom, off the shack needs. We don't have anything else we really need except for one tool. Yeah, and I got to talk to Harvey, and we're going to see just how good of a deal they can make me. Thanks again for watching. We will see you next video.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, took until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be.